Yep.
So what do you make of Anthony Albanese saying he'll consider repealing stage 3 of the tax cuts?
Well, first of all, I'm not surprised that Anthony Albanese wants to take away people's tax cuts. And let's think about it. These tax cuts mean that if you're earning $50,000 a year, then you will be paying 30 cents on every extra dollar you earn, not 32.5 cents. That's important. Now, these tax cuts are designed to ensure that 94% of Australians won't pay more than 30 cents in the dollar in tax. Now, this is just a reheat of Bill Shorten with what Anthony Albanese is saying. I mean, they had that argument at the last election and the Australian people made their decision on it. So what you can always know from Labor, when you hear that they want to spend more, always know that they want to tax you more. That's how it works with Labor. That's how it always works with Labor. Spend on one hand, take it back on the other. But, you know, I have no confidence in any plan that they would put forward. When you can't even understand that the COVID-19 recession was caused by COVID-19, then how can you have any confidence in an alternative plan that can't even get that one simple fact right?
What about IR reform? Do you think employer groups are a roadblock to your IR? And is there anything to you that says that workers' rights are being infringed?
Well, I wouldn't share that view. And I think it's been good, though, that both employer and employee groups have been working together under the Attorney General's stewardship now for many months when I first announced that. And we have been working through what has come back from that process. But there's one objective of that, and that is to get people into jobs. And that is the rule that we'll put over it as a cabinet, as Peter knows. And we look at all the proposals that came forward. I just want things that are going to get more people into work. Now, it has been good that during the period of the COVID-19 recession that we were able to agree more flexible arrangements, which I know kept people in jobs. And knowing that that has kept people in jobs, I want arrangements that are going to get people, even more people into jobs. And so that is our objective, and we will be looking at that carefully. But, you know, on things like the waterfront, for example, we were talking to David here before, and Peter, you might want to comment on this, but we need our waterfront to be at its best at the moment. Supply chains are under enormous pressure, both on going out and coming in, and being able to get access to the inputs that you need to your business, but also, you know, to keep the crayfish going north and all the rest of it. We need things to be at their best, whether it's air freights or elsewhere. And Peter's responsibility in border protection, and particularly the Border Force, I think is critical to keeping that going. So, Peter.
Well, it was an important point that David made today. He's got workplace health and safety gear that's stuck on a port and can't get that out to work sites to keep workers safe. And that's because the unions are holding up these ships and this very vital part of the economy from doing its business. And that means that if those workers can't perform the work on the job site, then that business is not getting paid and they're worried about their own employment arrangements. So that's the real society impact of the union's decisions, and that sort of militant behaviour I hoped was in the past. But we need to make sure that we can get the goods, including medicines, everything else, off those ships and out into communities. Otherwise, Australians suffer.
Mr. Minister, are you confident that you haven't broken any donation laws?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
You're just listening there to the Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, with Peter Dutton holding a news conference there.